The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
All right, everybody, and we are live here. Welcome back to the Deepstacks Poker Tour Calgary event here at Grey Eagle Resort and Casino, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Gotta love it here. I'm Mark Hoke, and co-host on the Mark Hoke Show, Nate Dallin, joining us.
Hey,
what's up, Nate?
How's everybody doing?
Feeling
what is up with you?
Feeling very Canadian.
You are such a jet setter, Mark.
How about this? How about this?
Up in Canada. 1 week you're in Florida, the next you're in Canada. You're just all over, man.
How about it?
That's fantastic.
Hopefully some more to come soon. So
yeah, well, the Caribbean adventure coming up soon. You're going to be heading down there.
Yeah, but I may not be working. I may just be having some fun.
Hell yeah.
God, that'll be all right.
Well, I hope you're working too.
I hope so too. I'm working on that. Rebecca McAdam, I know you're out there, sweetie. Give me the job. Anyway. But of course, we're having a great time here up in Calgary, and of course, want to thank the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino for all their hospitality up there. They have been fantastic. I love the food up here, Nate. They have some of the best chefs you're going to find in a casino. They're fantastic. They're making me fat, brother, or should I say fatter? But yeah, fatter. Yes, fatter. Oh man. Well,
so did you hear people can't drive in bank parking lots anymore?
Yes, I heard that.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, yeah, Nate referring to someone backing into our van while my wife was at work today, and unbelievable. Yeah, you're in a bank parking lot, right? You're in a bank parking lot where there's a security guard standing right there and cameras all over the place. Not smart. We know who you are, by the way. We do know who you are. Just thought I'd mention that. So if you're listening to the show, I hate to tell you, but you're screwed.
But because they were in the bank parking lot and on private properties, it's still hit and run?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah, best of luck, guys. And they didn't do a lot of damage or anything, just scratched it. But that runaway on the scratch is going to cost you, pal. So have fun. Oh,
yeah,
my God.
All you would do is stop and apologize, and you would have been fine.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, your insurance would have gone up like $2 a month. No big deal. But that's going to hurt you. They don't like when you do that in Las Vegas. They're very hostile.
No, they frown on that kind of stuff. Even though the police don't respond to accidents, but if you run from it, they're going to come find you.
Oh, they will. So should be an interesting time when I get home. Hey, but what's going on here right now? Of course, we have the main event going on. Plus, the Event 7 is on its final day here. And, boy, I'll tell you what, Nate, they had 34, I believe, to start this day off on that one. This started at 4 o'clock, which is about 3 hours ago. They are down to 14. 14
already?
In 3 hours. They don't mess around up here, man. I got to tell you what, you come up here, you better be ready to play. You better be ready, because these guys, don't blink an eye at making moves and, doing the things that they need to do to try and win a tournament. There's not a lot of sitting back in here. I mean, when they smell money, and they're not thinking about them in cash. So, yeah, but pretty exciting. They had I think 24 got paid on this. That bubble broke a long time ago. 28,000 up top for the 550. So a lot of money on the line on the left side of the event center here at Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. On the right side, out in front of me, we now have 90 players entered in the main event at this point. Registration for today's play wraps up after the next blind level, so they've got about an hour. So if you're in Edmonton, you can still make it. You have a shot. But
I'm not near Edmonton.
You're not near Edmonton, so you are disqualified. No, you need to come tomorrow. But
I'm in the backyard at the big ass poker lounge.
There you go. There you go. So we're looking at right now needing 110 more entries ish to break this guarantee. Jeff Johnson always smiling.
So do they have do they have 2 days, or when do they?
Yeah, 2 days. We'll have another day starting off tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So plenty of time to come down here and play this out. But yeah, and they're already down to 7 tables. in this players left here in this main. A couple players, oh my gosh, going out early. Kelly Kellner, the Canadian Poker Tour, did not have a good time in here. Was playing shorthanded for a couple of levels and got busted playing four-handed. Oh, that's rough. The grinder is out for the day. He's decided to just come back tomorrow, but he ran nut flush into a full house that hit on the river, so the grinder knocked out of day 1A.
Taking time away from Florida himself and coming up to Canada to play, eh?
Yeah. just say A. You did.
A?
A? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from northern Michigan. I can say A and mean it.
Okay, that's true. You're right. You're right. But Tristan Wade's still in there. Logan Dunn, I think, is on another bullet here, but Logan's still in there as well. So we'll see if those guys can get through to tomorrow's play. You know, I think one of the best things if you play the first day is if you get through, you got a day off tomorrow, the next day.
What about Mike Leah? Is he up?
No, I haven't seen Mike.
Huh.
No, he's probably sitting in front of a computer right now with the W Coupe going on.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, and look at this guy. Here, have a seat, buddy. Hey, we're joined. He is one of the sexiest men in poker. I got to give this man credit. He is something else. Looking good. Michael Mizrachi joined us.
Are you talking about yourself?
Well, I didn't say the sexiest.
You're the sexiest, obviously.
I am? Yeah. Wow. Somebody's got to put that on a soundbite. Well, Mike, tough day finish to the day today, but
yeah, it's been a rough, maybe last 5-6 tournaments I played, but I've got the best of them the last probably 6 previous before that, so I can never complain because I've done well in poker, and I guess the math is against me right now, but it'll come back.
Well, explain how you get through a run like that because a lot of players, when they are playing well but still don't get the results that they want, and over a sustained period of time of 6 or 7 tournaments, may crack a little bit and think, man, I'm terrible in my game, and let themselves go. How do you get through that and realize that you're still playing good poker?
Well, I figured I've done so well in all these tournaments I played in the past, and I have, you can never give up, you run bad. It's part of the game. You go in cold streaks and you go in hot streaks. Every day is a new champion in poker. But, you just got to keep your confidence, you stick to your game plan. A lot of times when you play poker, you're like in a hand, it's like, okay, last time I lost this, maybe I should change the way I play the hand. No, I mean, maybe you should, but you shouldn't, you should always play the cards and play the player. And, you just can't give up. And I've been in this business for so many years, and I've seen the ups and downs, and I've seen the better side of it. So I can't complain, and I probably can never complain for the rest of my life. So what I've done in poker. So
it's hard to believe you're only 33. You've been playing this long and been in the spotlight for so long, and you're still pretty darn young. I mean, it's pretty exciting what the future holds for you and what you've done, up to this point. Being only 33 years old.
I guess that's that happens when you start. I started at 15, and that's when I started playing for money. But I used to play for baseball cards, comic books and all that stuff before that. Prior to that, but I've been around for a long time, and in this generation of poker, I'm considered like a Doyle Brunson, Phil Ivey, down the ground, all the older generation, and
that's messed up, by the way.
Why?
Dude, you're only 33. I mean, but you're considered part of that old guard.
Poker you're right in these days is like you're gotta be like 16, 17 years old, 18 years old. These guys. Some of them look 16. I don't know. We got to start checking IDs.
Well, you can be 18 and come down here to play, so.
I got the under. I say there's at least a 16-year-old in here.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we'll check that out.
Doesn't look like it.
You and I were talking before we came on about just how we used to see so many great players out there, but those numbers have dwindled a little bit, and how things have changed over the past couple of years in poker. Elaborate on that a little bit in terms of how you survived it and what's going on right now in poker.
Well, as you can see, I wouldn't say the field's decreasing, but it's not, now as you see, I guess maybe a lot of people are taught, but there's a lot of great players out there, and, a lot of the fish, basically drowned in the ocean. And, this is what happens in poker, the greats keep going, and I think in the poker, to maybe survive it, I think you have to be great and know how to play every game, because Hold'em, there's so many great players out there. So you got to learn how to play the other games. The new games that came out. Especially Chinese poker, my favorite. But Badusi, Badesi, Badugi, all the mixed games. I think it's important to know all the games because you see a game and sometimes people just play No Limit Hold'em. You can't pick and choose. That's the only game you can play. But if you play all the games, you can pick and choose your spots, and I think that's much better for
poker more exciting.
Poker player, and that there's a better chance you'll be successful. And I'm just fortunate enough that I can play whatever game and pick and choose my spots.
Yeah, and it seems like the bread and butter, obviously, picking up the money on the cash games. That's where a lot of the big money is right now. Seems to be playing a lot of the mixed games. Where you can make those big scores and then supplement that to play your tournament career, as opposed to just going out and hitting the tournament circuit, because there's so much variance there. It's ridiculous. Yeah,
well, that's true. I mean, you want first off, it's always good to be a cash game player and a tournament player. Just making those adjustments. It's quite tough, and I feel like I've always been a cash game player, and I just got lucky in tournaments. I figured it out myself, and I hit a few home runs, and I kept going, and I had this hot streaks, and I definitely had a lot of cold streaks. Yeah, but I just feel like it's just important to play every game, and I would like to see most poker players, play every game. That'd be cool, and I'm tired of all these No Limit Hold'em tournaments. I'm ready for some PLO mixed games, with large fields, which is hard because most people are only taught No Limit Hold'em.
How do you do that? What do you do to spread that amongst the players that just start in playing No Limit Hold'em or are scared to get into those other games?
Well, I'm opening up a poker site called Get Lucky Poker.
And there we go.
So there we're gonna have Badugi, Badesi. We're gonna have all the games. So it should be coming out soon, and I'm excited about that. We have all the mixed games, so we'll have quite a few pros on there. So if you want to learn how to play it and learn how to play cheap, there you go.
Wow, that's very nice. I led that in and I didn't even know about it. That was awesome. Well, one more question. I know you get rolling here, but what makes a great player? Someone in your class of players, opposed to somebody who's out there and is doing okay. What is the difference?
You know what? To tell you the truth, I'm not very supportive of it. But most great players are gamblers, and they're very risky. And they'll go bet on sports as much money as you want. They'll go on a blackjack. They'll play roulette. Most of them are gamblers, degenerate gamblers. And not saying that I am, but I'm saying most players are. And that's because they have. Sometimes you have to be. You have to risk it all to win it all.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are afraid in certain situations. And you can see, you see all these big players always gambling and stuff like that, But I disagree with that. I think that's a big no-no. But I just feel like all the great players. If you want to be a great player, you got to play all the games, and that's the bottom line. And you're gonna be you'll be a great No Limit Hold'em player, but you'll never be a great poker player.
Right. That's why I think winning the Players Championship, which you've done, of course, is the closer to a true world championship even than the main event, because being able to play all the games and be a well-rounded player is really, to me, what it's all about.
Yeah, it's cool. I actually like the dealer's choice. I wish that was the $50K buy-in, and it was cool. My brother won it, and he plays all the games really well, but that was by far the best tournament the World Series ever held. But hopefully next year they'll have a $10K buy-in.
Well, you got to get that out here on the Deepstacks tour. How about that?
Well, the only problem is not every player plays 16 games. I mean, we might be spread 2 games, but maybe PLO. PLO is very hot right now. But I'd prefer the main event to be like PLO and a preliminary event to be No Limit Hold'em.
There you go. I think it's a great idea. Let's do it.
I'm with you.
Let's do it, man.
Tonight?
Well, hey, there's a satellite going on. Maybe we'll just pull some players out of that and get it started.
You can make the satellite a PLO satellite, I guess. That would be cool.
That'd be all right.
Yeah.
Just take charge. Come in here and tell them what to do. Get it done. You're the man.
That's true. Yeah, of course. And yesterday I was playing a $1, $2 PLO game, and I mean, this is probably the biggest game I've ever seen for $1, $2. And
really?
There's no cap buy-in, and everybody straddles, and it's like every pot was like minimum $500 to I've seen $4,000 or $5,000 pots.
Holy cow!
In a $1, $2 game, people have a lot of money in front of them. So I mean, it played like a 5-10, but it's PLO is just a lot more fun. And I love playing with 4 cards. 2 cards is getting boring already for me. I'm not going to complain because I've done well, but it's just more exciting, more cards, more excitement.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm a PLO 8 guy. I love playing PLO 8.
Yeah, it's fun too. I love playing split pot games. Cool. It's it's exciting. But I think I think No Limit Hold'em is cool to tournaments, but cash games quite boring.
Yeah. Well, let's change the world, man. Let's do it.
I'm with
you. Get rid of this Hold'em crap.
I'm with you, buddy.
So, real quick, where else you're going to be headed soon? Of course, we got the Deepstacks tour coming here, and then going up to Edmonton, and a lot of other events too.
Yeah,
so what's going on?
It'd be quite easy just to stick around here for a little bit while and just go straight to Edmonton. But I got to fly back all the way to Fort Lauderdale, another mission, then fly back here. It'll take about 10 hours to get here after all the stops and all that fun stuff. But I'm already used to that. And probably that's the tough part about the poker lifestyle is traveling.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I'm getting out there too, man. I'll tell you what, it's hard, man. You're away from the kids, and and just sleeping in your own bed. It gets a little brutal.
Yeah. Well, do I have a bed?
Do you?
I don't know. I think it's at the Grey Eagle right now. That's not.
Well, it sure is a nice one. Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. It's always a pleasure to see you. And what are you gonna be doing tonight? You got the night off, so what's happening, man?
That's a good question. I don't know. We'll see what the boys are doing. But I heard there's a place called Cowboys in Calgary. I don't know. It's like a bar or something. Maybe go downtown or something. Do something exciting. I'm in the casino all day, every day. So sometimes we got to get out and enjoy ourselves.
Sounds like a plan. Well, it's good to see you, my friend.
You too, bud. Thanks.
Take care of yourself. We'll see you tomorrow in the main event.
All right.
Take that thing down. All right, there you go. The Grinder joined us.
Great interview.
Michael Mizrachi there. Sorry, Nate. Yeah, you didn't put the headphones on, so I do apologize for you there. But
no problem. No problem.
But it's always.
It is. We're sitting outside in the backyard over at the Big Ass Poker Lounge, and it is downpouring rain. We're having a lightning storm out here, but now we have couches and everything else out here. A 47-inch TV to big stream everything.
Jeez.
And we've been Ustreaming too. If you search Big Ass Poker on Ustream, one word, just Big Ass Poker. Yeah, we're gonna have to go in.
Okay. Whoops. All right, so we'll get Nate back on the show when he comes inside. All right, that was cool. Well, I'll tell you what. I think it's a perfect time to take a break. So we will be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live here at the Grey Eagle Resort Casino Deepstacks Poker Tour in Calgary. And if you want to hit the hashtag, you maybe say hi to the Deepstacks team, DSPT Calgary, hashtag DSPT Calgary. And I'm watching my Twitter too, so and that's at Mark Hoke Show. So say hi, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us, guys. Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deej Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders, representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion. A true Deej player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the table to be the best. And Deej Poker Apparel shows everyone who you really are, on and off the felt. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's DEEG Poker.com. Deej Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination. BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors, and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We're here live. Deepstacks Poker Tour. Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Great Eagle Resort and Casino. 92 players in the main event so far. Looks like we're just getting ready to hit level 8, which is the last one to register for the day. And of course, day 2 coming back, or day 1B coming back tomorrow. $200,000 guarantee on this one. Let's see if Nate is out of the rain. He's bringing fire to the rain. Who knows? But there ain't no sunshine when I'm gone. Nate Dowland, what's up?
Oh, there is no sunshine here, Mark. None whatsoever. We are in the middle of a gorgeous electrical storm.
Wow. And I wonder, who will stop the rain, Nate? Who will stop the rain? Anyway.
Nobody. It's beautiful.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what, a lot of interesting points brought up there by Mike, having him on the show. And, I think that the poker economy and the way things are done changed so much over just the past year and a half. It's been, because I've been doing the show for 3 years now, and boy, I'll tell you what, so you
started your show after Black Friday?
Yeah, about let's see, about 2.5 months after Black Friday.
Wow.
Yeah.
You hear the big ass poker team in the background. That's Dr. Rudy and Sly Poker Girl.
There you go. Hope you guys are having a good time.
We are.
Yeah, and it's interesting that Mike talks about a lot of the mixed game stuff too, and that everybody needs. He'd like to see more of that in the game, and I just wonder how that can be achieved, and I think part of it, I think part of it is TV, but obviously, ESPN doesn't want to do it because they don't want to mess with the graphics. Now, me personally, if I was doing a show, I wouldn't mind doing a PLO8 show, but you gotta find a way to reach out and change it up a little bit. I think that's.
Well, when you have 9 people in the hand, it's kind of hard to spread out because it's really hard to fold an Omaha hand. It really is.
If you're doing it on TV though, you can't do it 9-handed. You got to do it 6. I
It doesn't make for as fun a game.
Oh, it does. Oh, you got you got less players in there, and all hell breaks loose. You know that.
When it's 9 or 10-handed, you've always got 7 players to the flop.
Well, see, that's
hard to fold an Omaha hand.
Well, see, that's the thing. You don't having 7 players to a flop on a broadcast with all those cards that are going to have to be up on the screen. That's not good. You're covering everything up. There'll be no people. Just be little cards.
I love it.
Yeah, but it would be fun to see that back. So yeah, maybe hopefully somebody else will give it a shot sometime. It would be nice to see. But yeah, and just being the life of a grinder and doing the things that you have to do to make it out there now. I think one thing that I've seen going on all these the travels that I've done in the game, I've noticed and you can agree or disagree with me on this, but I noticed that it's becoming a lot more regionalized. That you do have that elite group of players that travels all over the place, but for the most part,
Alan Kessler, Dan Highmiller, yeah,
that wasn't the first 2 players I was thinking elite, but they're darn good.
that travel across the U.S. to play.
Oh, well, they do. I mean,
Alan's never been to Australia. He's getting a lot of help getting to Australia for the first time and
That'd be
wiring
fun.
money out there.
That would be fun.
That would be.
Could you imagine Alan Kessler as the APAC main event champion?
That would be great.
It'd be cool. I'd be all right.
It'd be better than Helmuth.
But back to the point. Yeah, it seems to me that it's really shifted from everybody going all over the place now to you do have that top flight group, but then everybody else for the most part is staying in their areas because there's so many options for you to play. Why spend the money to go across the country or around the world when you can play in a great tournament anywhere? It's all good. I mean, these guys have opportunities all over the place. So, why spend the extra travel money when you can, stay within a few hours of home and play great poker in big tournaments too?
Well, there's some big tournaments coming up in Vegas, so everybody buy their tickets and get up out here. We got the World Series of Poker Circuit event coming out to Planet Hollywood soon.
Yeah.
Then we got the Heartland Poker Tour coming in November to the Stratosphere.
Mm-hmm.
There's some great poker. There's the Venetian Deepstack going on now.
Yeah, so a lot happening, and I think that's one of the interesting things that's going on. Is I mean, obviously Vegas is going to have its tournaments, but man, you can go almost anywhere in the country now, for the most part, and find some great tournament series to play within a couple of states of where you are. So
a couple of states.
Yeah, well, if you're
usually a 5-hour drive from just about anywhere. There's a decent tournament series somewhere.
I mean, if you're in North Dakota, you gotta drive to Minnesota. I mean, it's just or Iowa or something like that. That's the way that is. But Wyoming, I think you could probably got a little bit of a drive.
If you're in North Dakota, you got problems anyway.
No, be nice. Yeah, but it just seems to me that a lot of players are really focusing on their home areas, and then if they do well, then they'll try and pick up a couple of big events that they can, or else just focus on going to something like the World Series, for example, or hitting a WPT event. So it's become a very interesting dynamic in terms of what poker players are doing now with their money, and I think without the sponsorship money and everything else, they're having to be a lot smarter about what they're doing.
Well, a lot of big things have been happening, and so. But there's some scary things that are out there right now, like the restoration of the American Wire Act, Mark, that's threatening even the legal online poker rooms that we have now. If Sheldon Adelson has his way, it'll all be shut down. And with the restoration of the American Wire Act, it really is threatening, and that's going to come out in November.
Yeah, I think we're going to be all right on that. But I think one thing that
cross your fingers.
Yeah.
Adelson's bought a lot of votes.
He's good at that. But I think, one thing that I saw, and this is,
Republicans.
hey, now, come on, it's not all Republicans, but one thing that's interesting that's
Name
happening
the
right
Democrat
now.
that's against it.
I'm sure I could if I look. Barbara Boxer, Dianne Feinstein. How about that?
Dianne Feinstein is not against it.
They don't. None of the California senators like it. But anyway, but if you look at what's happening right now? Of course, if you guys didn't hear this, I think this is an important point for everybody to remember. Is Eric Holder is resigning as Attorney General, which I'm not too disappointed about. But if you didn't hear, one of the names that came up as a potential replacement was Preet Bharara, the guy that, of course, did everything up in New York in Suffolk County, who was the one that shut down, served all the warrants and everything to shut down PokerStars and Full Tilt. So that, I'll tell you what, that is one to watch right now, because that would probably not be a person that we'd really like to have be our Attorney General at this point.
That's true. Not for the online gamblers in the world.
No, that would be very, very bad. So you guys keep an eye on that. And if
I am really excited about Get Lucky.
I am too.
Mike's website, but that is going to be a Bitcoin base, so that's still really interesting. It's still going to be really fun.
Yeah, looking forward to that. That should be pretty.
Playing some AC, some.
Badasi Badusi Badigi Badusi.
Badasi and Badoogie. That's it. That's something you can't play in most places. And I'm playing Pot Limit Omaha High Low on Ultimate Poker here in Nevada right now, and I hate Hold'em. I hate Hold'em cash games. I hate Hold'em cash games. I love Hold'em tournaments, but I hate Hold'em cash games.
I hear you.
And I absolutely love the Pot Limit Omaha High Low that they have in. Really? Douchebag? I'm going to fold. What? I'm playing online. I'm not calling him a douchebag.
Going Tourette's on the show here. We're having a conversation. I was really douchebag. And by the way, nice, Nate. Nate Dowland, everybody. Nate Dowland. Oh my God! I'll tell you what. Yeah, it's but like I said, it's been a very interesting time in poker here, and but we're enjoying this trip up here to Calgary and having a good old time.
How cold is it?
Oh, it's been nice up here. Mid to high 60s.
Mid to high 60s.
Yeah, very comfortable.
Mid to high 60s.
Oh, it feels like springtime.
Comfortable for fat guys. Are you kidding me?
No, it's nice up here. No, it's been very nice. I was walking around outside yesterday, just catching some rays and enjoying myself. By the way, I got to tell you, the Grey Eagle staff took a bunch of us to the preseason game between Calgary and Vancouver last night.
And
got to see a little hockey. No fights. What the hell? No fights. I thought I was going to see hockey up here. Instead, I saw people trying to actually shoot the puck in a goal. That wasn't fun.
Even in the at the Vegas games, the old games, I guess they got rid of the Wranglers, didn't have a place to put them, but there were always fights there. I loved it. I always sat behind the penalty box. So fun.
Best game. I went to a game with the Hershey Bears, who at the time were the Flyers. Affiliate in the AHL, and we're playing Adirondack. 212 penalty minutes. 212. You got to try to do that.
So, how long before you get back from the Moose Open?
The Moose Open. I'll be back on Monday.
On Monday?
Yeah. How's your car, by the way? Unfortunately, you missed the show on KLAV.
Yeah, I know.
Everything going all right? You doing okay? Didn't blow up?
It didn't blow up. I let it sit for a couple hours. It cooled all the way down, and Rudy is a fantastic mechanic, and he changed out the thermostat on it last week for me, and I don't know what happened. I picked the kid up from school, and we were headed that way, and it overheated while we were sitting in the school parking lot from
that sucks.
The kid up.
Oh well, you missed a good show. It's up on markhokeshow.podbean.com and also on iTunes with Zach Grunberg. Had a great discussion with him about how he turned his life around and the situation with drugs and poker and so on. I mean, it was pretty cool. So
drugs and poker sounds like my life.
Yeah, well, maybe you should talk to Zach. But that was a great show. So make sure you guys check it out on our podcast. So certainly definitely worth it. Oh, man. So we're up to 93 now. 29 minutes left in registration. They'll be getting ready for I think dinner break and color up. They're listing this color up on the board, but I think dinner break's coming up here in 28 minutes. So these guys will be headed out of here. But, yeah, this field is whittling down. Like I said, we're looking at 7 tables right now in here. And I'm just trying to see. I don't think they're not all full, I don't think. So, so plenty of opportunities for these guys. But they're playing 16 levels of poker. They get to 17. They're stopping for the night. And then, of course, be back in here tomorrow, as will we at 1 o'clock and 6 p.m. Pacific time. So there'll be 2 and 7 here if you're listening to us in this fine city of Calgary or Edmonton or anywhere in Alberta.
Alberta.
Great stuff out here, man. I'll tell you what. But, Nate, I know you're unfortunately not here, but this event center in here is spectacular. I mean, this is like they do concerts in here and stuff. And, they've got about like 50 or 55 tables spread out. And
Justin Bieber's from Canada. They always have good Canadian.
You got to bring up the Beavs, really.
He's their most famous star.
What about Bryan Adams?
Oh, come on.
Anne Murray? Anne Murray was pretty big.
Did you really say, what about Bryan Adams?
I did say, what about Bryan Adams? How about Nickelback? Nickelback's Canadian.
What about Nickelback?
Well, I'm just saying.
Oh.
What concert would you rather be at, a Bieber concert or a Nickelback concert?
Oh, that's my choices, Nickelback.
Those are your choices, yes.
I'm going to Paula Poundstone tomorrow. I'll take that.
Oh, that's harsh. That is harsh. Yeah,
Thanks to Ace over the WSOP Academy for dropping off 2 tickets to Paula Poundstone tomorrow at the Orleans.
Well, I hate you might not be thanking him after that show's over.
It'd be better than a Justin Bieber concert or a Nickelback concert.
I have never been a Paula Poundstone fan. I've just found her so unfunny. I don't know what it is, but she just doesn't seem funny.
How do you get unfunny?
I don't know, and I don't know how you get comedy shows when you're unfunny, but whatever.
Hey, whatever works, eh?
Yeah, but jeez. So anyway,
tell it to the mooses.
Oh, wow. But just once again, describing the event center setup in here, we've got a full set of bleachers in the back. We've got about 50 plus tables in here. If you want to say hi, Jeff, you're more than welcome to.
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, he's Jeff Johnson's going to come up again because he just can't get enough of the show. But we have a full bleacher set up. This room. I mean, there's room for a lot more tables in here too. Yeah, I mean, you
need power.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great setup in here, and looks like Jeff is gonna be stopping over, grabbing a microphone. He's starting to get the hang of this. Jeff Johnson, the man who runs this whole shenanigans, until Matt Savage came in and pushed you out of the way.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad he's here.
What are you doing now? Are you just kind of walking around and kind of looking cute?
No, he's giving it to me. He's working me real hard. So
good.
Yeah, I needed it. I needed it. I was getting out of shape there. I still am out of shape, but
that's all right. So how's it going? I mean, we're starting to creep up here on day 1A of the main event.
Oh yeah, it's great. 93 is a great number to go into tomorrow, especially when your day 2, your Bs are always are always higher.
Yeah, so you're looking for at least 200 to crack the guarantee, correct?
Yeah,
right.
Little over that, right? Because there's a 2.5% gratuity and a 2.5% charity fee.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I forgot there's the whole charitable aspect to the casinos here. Tell everybody a little bit about that in case they're not familiar with how things get done up here in Alberta.
Okay, well, one, Alberta's really proud of the system that they have. And you know what? It's a great system. But it's also a conservative government system as well. So what they do is they take all the casinos on most games, table games, is 50%. So 50% of the win goes to charity, and the 50% goes to the operator. Now, that whole 50% goes to the charity. They don't have to pay operating fees or anything like that. So what they do is they cycle in volunteers. So somebody like you, I don't know if you've ever worked in a casino, but somebody that's never worked in a casino, they're cashing out your chips. They're giving you hundreds, right? And it's a great system. They make people work, volunteer to get their money for their charity.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, actually, my wife, my beautiful wife, she's an advisor, so she takes care of the volunteers.
Oh, that's great.
Right. So sometimes she's working with the blind. So can you imagine blind people cashing people out or counting all the money in the boxes at the end of the night?
That could be beneficial at times.
Well,
depending on your side.
Well, yeah.
Either way.
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic.
Well, and of course, we've got another event going on over here too. We got to make sure we mention Event 7 is down to 13 players now. Got 28,000 up top on there. Tell us maybe about a couple of the players that are left over there that we might want to watch as they're going to get a chance to come back in here, I'm sure, and
Well, we
play
got
the main tomorrow.
over there on the second table, seat 9, is Jeet. And he's something else. That guy, he's kind of sort of like the grinder, right? He can be up 300,000 and then out. But he's something else. So he's something to be scary now that we're getting down here, and he's going to start pushing people around. And he's got a pretty good lead right now.
Yeah, we just had Mike on the show a couple minutes ago.
Yep.
First, let's ask how exciting is it to have guys like the Grinder and Tristan Wade, and Matt up here too.
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's just neat. I mean, yesterday after we came back from the game, Grinder sat down at 1-2 PLO, and the whole room's eyes lit up, and they're like, "Well, can he come to this table?" And I was just like, "Well, he makes his decision. He just wants to play where he wants to play."
Yeah.
Right. So it was great, though. It's a really neat experience. I mean, Tristan has actually helped us through this whole series. He's the one that did the structures other than the main event. That was all Matt. But he helped us with the structures, the breaks, how long we're going to do the re-entry periods. Tristan's been fantastic with me in general.
Now, we had a light show and
Yeah.
pyrotechnics and all sorts of stuff here for Matt.
Yeah, that was fun,
So what was whose idea was that? I got to ask who came up with that one.
That was me.
Wow.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, we got the theater. We might as well go a little crazy.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, well, why don't we ask Matt Savage what he thinks about it? And they're like, no, let's just surprise him. I'm like, okay.
He was surprised. I can tell you that he was
yeah.
surprised.
He didn't want to do it at all, too, at first. He was like, no, let the Grinder do it.
Yeah, you know what? You put Matt Savage on the pedestal over the Grinder, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Is that a little tournament director bias on your part?
maybe.
Maybe?
But it's just, look at him. He's a machine, right? He never stops. And he's, where's the Grinder's pretty cool, too. But
Oh, yeah.
this guy, he goes everywhere. He does every tournament, right? That the WPT sponsors. So.
As a tournament director, when you have a resource like Matt, I know a lot of people, will tweet him and Facebook him and stuff and ask him questions. But for guys like you, I mean, I'm sure you rely on people like Matt all the time to help you answer questions. And, if you get in a spot where you're trying to do something different or whatever to learn and help make your room better. What have you learned from Matt?
Oh, so much today. It just in general, just about security and just making everything so like that you're never going to be questioned that you're cheating or that your favorite isn't somebody. It's always, nope, this, right? Just little things that we do that we think's fair, but you know what? It could be open to. You could screw around and help somebody out that you like more than the other person.
There's no messing around. I mean, look at him. He's
No.
out there. He's out there just, when he has a smile on his face, he's one of the happiest guys in the world.
Yeah.
But he just looks so grumpy right now. Like,
Yeah.
don't mess with me. I'm
Yeah.
Matt Savage.
Yeah.
But
It's amazing. It's so fun.
my favorite Matt Savage moment was at the Epic Poker League.
Okay.
Three-handed that went forever. And Matt was announcing it as it went, and just it took hours and hours to get rid of a player, and I thought he was just gonna keel over and get ready to just smack one in the back of the head with a microphone to end it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he looked pretty miserable that day. Yeah, fold, flop. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah?
You're not like that though. You're always perky.
Yeah, I try. I really do try, but I'm not. Deep down inside, I'm angry. I'm such a mad person.
Oh, that's terrible. well, of course, we got day 1B of the main event coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
We also still do have event 9 on Sunday too. So
Yeah.
if you decide you don't want to shell out the $1,100, you can still come down here and play on Sunday as well.
Yep.
And we also got a special. You guys threw this together last night on the bus. I learned a lot about tournament series administration last night.
Oh, yeah?
From you on the bus.
Okay. What exactly did you learn from me?
I learned that you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah. Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this was great. I actually was on the phone last night, and everybody kept saying, "Hey, why don't you run on the satellite tomorrow night?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, I'll make the call."
Yeah.
You made the call. And
Well,
there's another satellite tonight.
There was some resistance, so I did try.
Well,
to
nobody
get out
just
of it.
I think people just didn't want to talk to you. I think that was the problem.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I was that bad, was it?
It wasn't the best.
No.
But it was effective. It was effective.
All right. Remember how I was trying to get them to call in and put the mic to the...
Yeah.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, that would have been very bad. I think that was a tough decision on your part. Hey, by the way, well, I want to thank you for the hospitality, and thanks for letting us go to the game last night. I had a great time.
It was a great time having you, for sure. It was a fun time, right? Grinder and Tristan on their binocular apps.
Oh, that was something. I forgot to mention that last night. Those guys were busting out. They literally pulled out their cell phones and a binocular app.
Yeah.
And we're watching the game through the binocular app. Talk about our electronics taking over the world.
Yeah, they're fun. That was pretty funny.
Something else. So.
Yeah, so 12 o'clock tomorrow on Sunday, right? Is the 165?
I believe so.
151 plus 14?
See, no, for some reason, I threw my schedule over here. This great Deepstacks packet. I mean, look at this thing. You got
beautiful.
Look at it. Featuring world-renowned tournament director Matt Savage. That is something. No, I didn't cover your face. I covered mine.
That's okay. You can cover mine, too.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. No, I would never do that to you. Well, let me pull the schedule here real quick. Event 9, 160 tomorrow, or Sunday, so come on down for that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys weren't paying me, I'd probably hop in there.
No, that's Sunday, right?
Yeah, that's Sunday.
Yeah.
Day 1B tomorrow, of course, we'll have Day 2 coverage as well. So are we doing a live stream, or I'm just going to be sitting by a table and doing what I did the last time? Are you guys setting anything up, or?
Oh, I don't think we can do the live stream. We wanted to.
Okay.
But I just don't think we have. We're not able to buy Alberta Gaming yet, but maybe we can figure out somewhere to. Maybe we just put the final table close to you,
right there,
and then you can see everything that's going on.
I will be able to see everything from there. That'll be perfect.
Get your own little pedestal, Mark.
Oh, that's neat.
You'd have to make it like 6 foot high for you to be 7.5 foot up there.
Stop it. This is my co-host, by the way. He's a real asshole. Pardon my French.
Thanks, Mark.
No,
it's not my fault your parents born you short.
Oh, well, what are you going to do? I can't win them all. No, but we are up on the stage here for the show, so we can see right down in there and keep an eye on things. Yeah, that's the table right there.
Yeah. So what did you think of that intro? Was it all right? Did I do okay?
It was something else, man.
Yeah?
I was see, I'm up here on the stage. I've got all the music going on. You know, I got the headphones, so I'm trying not to, end up deaf by the time that was all over.
Yeah, I had earplugs over there.
Well, I had the headphones.
Okay.
I was okay. I was okay. Yeah, Matt needed the earplugs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very cool. We should do more of that.
Yeah.
So you know what you should? Then you should introduce everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Every
like
single
literally
person gets to do the walk, right?
Everybody on the staff.
Yeah.
Everybody on the staff. You got great servers over there. Introduce them to, get them some extra tips.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's a start.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm just ready to go to sleep, though, to be honest.
Well, you got a long way to go to tonight.
No,
so
there's a few more hours, eh?
Yep. Gonna be
boy.
Yeah, but soon done. 2 more days. They're all good. They're all good. Well, Jeff, actually, we've still got a little bit of time here on the show yet, but this has been a great event so far. We're looking forward to seeing how many people turn out for the main event, get that final count, and hopefully give away a lot of money coming up on Sunday. Should be a great day.
Matt has the over 157 tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think that's about right now. So.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, appreciate it, Jeff. Good to talk to you again.
Nathan was his name?
Yep.
Nate.
Hey, it was nice to meet you too, Nate.
All right, there you go, everybody. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. Good to see you again.
Yep.
He's really digging being on the show, too. I don't blame him. I'd rather be up here than working, too. But, Jeff Johnston from the head of the poker room and poker operations here at Grey Eagle joining us here on the show. Hey, Nate, I got to get another commercial break in real quick.
Okay.
So let's take a break, and we'll be right back with a little bit more here from the Mark Hoke Show. I want to thank you all for joining us. We are live here in
the land of the moose.
Yeah. There's more here than moose.
Prove it.
There is. Let's see. I was just Casino Examiner in the chat box real quick asked if Mike Matiso is here. He is not. So
I hope not. He owes Ted Forrest $1.7 million.
Oh, God. That whole thing. Good Lord. But anyway, all right, so let's take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live from the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino here for the Deepstacks Poker Tour Calgary event. So stick around, everybody. We will be right back.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination. BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deej Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders, representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion. A true Deej player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the table to be the best. And Deej Poker Apparel shows everyone who you really are, on and off the felt. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's DEEG Poker.com. Deej Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit BlindSquirrelApparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel Apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back live here. Mark Hoke Show. Nate Dowling along for the ride. What's up, Nate?
I am sitting in the backyard playing poker. The rain stopped for the time being. Playing some online poker. The anniversary series is going on WSOP.com.
Oh, there you go.
So it's only the $5 rebuy, $1,500 guarantee. But last night, Sly Poker Girl got heads up in the anniversary series tournament and ended up taking second place for like $774. Was it?
There you go.
How much was last night's win?
Last night's win was, about 774.
774.
Very nice. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Big bucks. Yeah, did you see my last win came up? I beat 4 players. Or I beat 3. I won a 4-person tournament.
Congratulations.
WSOP.com. You know, here is the worst part. I was going to play another 4-manner that it worked out that way, but I didn't register. I was on another final table and figured, well, I can wait a couple minutes to register. There'll be late reg, but there was no late reg for some reason when they had the minimum players, so I could not get into that tournament and dominate that one as well.
No late reg.
See,
that's my
yeah, I know
that's
it's
my secret.
Yeah, see, that was kind of odd because I figure because I was only about probably 15, 20 minutes from finishing that up. So, yeah, that was a brutal late nighter. 3 players cash. I finished 5th and had aces cracked by 6s. But oh well, what are you gonna do?
I did win the $100 free roll last night for $22.
Hey, there you go. Well,
Which is why I'm playing the $5 rebuy today.
There you go. See, that's you got to be a high roller like us.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, of course, once again, Event 7 is going off here on the left side of the event center. They are down to 11 players. It's $28,000 up top. Right now, the remaining cash for 11th place is $2,270. They are just getting ready to get back into play. They took a 10-minute break, so they'll be coming in here. It's $18,000 for second, $12,815 for third. So 3 people will be walking out of here, putting $500, $550 in, and coming out with a 5-digit score. So
nice.
So pretty exciting for them. They're at 6 and 5 handed right now on that one. Over here in the main event, right in front of us, we've got 93 entrants. 6 minutes left on this level before they hit their break. So these guys will be coloring up and grabbing some food here real quick, as they'll be, of course, registration will be closed here shortly for day 1A. So, looking pretty good to hit the guarantee. Need about, I think around 110 players ballpark to hit the guarantee. So, or 210 players. So, shouldn't have too much of a problem hitting that tomorrow, wouldn't think. Way things go around here. So, $200,000 plus on the line for this main event coming up, right now. Of course, 1B tomorrow. Final day, and we'll have full day coverage. Nate, am I gonna get you on final day coverage on Sunday?
On Sunday, I should be available.
Okay.
I should be here. I'm going to be playing on WSOP.com and Ultimate Poker on Sunday. So what time on Sunday is all I need to know?
12:30 Pacific time. Yes.
12:30. That's perfect. That's exactly when the tournament starts. So I'll be up and.
Okay. So we'll hang out. Maybe we'll find a way to get Joe on here too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So and don't forget, by the way, if you guys ever want to call the show, 70. Numbers on the screen right now, 702-997-3015. Love to hear from you. Also, the Skype is Mark Hoke 5150 is in criminally insane.
Criminally insane is 5150?
That is the police band number for a criminally insane, 5150. Also a classic album from Van Halen. So if you want to add us on Skype, certainly you can do so. Hey, we also got some great videos up from our shows so far. Of course, we'll have this one up as quickly as possible with the Grinder join us and Jeff Johnson. Of course, today's show, we also had the Logan Dunn stop by. Who else do we have on there? Shaq, Canadian online player who's been coming in and out of playing this series. Who else was it? Kelly Kellner stopped in. And I know I'm forgetting somebody, and I do apologize. That's terrible. But of course, we had the Matt Savage introduction is on video. Now we didn't.
That was huge, huh? So he's like the rock star up there.
He was a rock star. Yeah,
that's great.
Still is. Yeah, but so if you want to check that video out, just search Mark Hoke on YouTube,
Did you get your credentials in for the WSOP final table?
Not yet. I have a month.
Mine are in and approved.
Oh boy.
Bink.
Well, good. You can hang out with me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we got to do that. It was lonely last year up in the bird's nest. Everybody bailed out on me.
I'll be there.
Okay, so that's good. I don't have to suffer by myself all the way up there. Hopefully they'll let me come down a level. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no suffering here. We're up on stage having a great time here at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino, Calgary, Alberta. Just having a blast. And, of course, hey, if you want to follow Grey Eagle, you can certainly do that on Twitter along with us. Let me just pull everything up here real quick. Whoops, wrong one. We'll try that. Of course, our show is at Mark Hoke Show. And then if you want to check out Grey Eagle, it's Poker Grey Eagle. And then, of course, hashtagging for everybody here is...
He called me with Queen King. I shoved 17,000.
Good. Go get him.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. The flop was ace-9-2. I've got pocket kings. I'm like, oh, well, if he's got it, he's got it. I shove, and he thinks for a second and calls me with Queen King. Wow.
Okay.
So, hey, double it up.
Winner. The hashtag for up here is DSPT Calgary. So if you want to say hi to the Deepstacks team, they've got the blogging going on as well on deepstacks.com. So make sure you check that out. But, yeah, this is...
That's why they had the Matt Savage big introduction, because it's a Deepstacks poker tour.
Well, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but actually that was, apparently that was Jeff's idea. So there you go. It was pretty surprising. The look on Matt's face when he found out he was doing this, because I was the one that told him. He didn't know. He did not know about that. And I came down here about 11 o'clock and saw my setup had been moved and everything had been ripped apart. And I was like, oh, this is weird what's going on. And then I'm looking and they're setting up the little smoke shooters next to me. And they said, well, Matt Savage is going to be getting introduced here on stage. And I'm like, oh, really? And they're like shooting the lights and, setting up the towers and everything else. And then Matt comes in. And I said, Matt, do you know what you're doing? You know what's going on? He's like, no.
Clueless.
Oh, my God. That was pretty funny.
Now, is this the first WPT Deepstacks event?
For them here?
Yes.
Yes. And actually, this is the first event that they got to have in the event center. So they had gotten temporary clearance to actually use the event center for this event. And I'm sure they'll be doing it forever because, I mean, this is, like I said, this is really great. I mean, I've been to a lot of venues, but like I said, the one really neat thing about this is all the extra seating that's in here. So everybody can kind of come in and watch the action and hang out. And, they actually do have a little lounge media row type thing in the back, but nobody's using it because they should have thrown that up on the stage. It's kind of behind some coverage areas. They got some drapes in front of it, so you really don't get nobody really taking advantage. So they'll have to move that up here next time. What? Yeah, the black drapes all over the place.
I was going to say, did the drapes match the carpet?
No. Well, the drapes are black, so you can't go wrong there. But it's interesting. It's interesting here too.
Telling your wife.
Oh my God. Anyway, but it's really interesting how they have the setup out there too, because for this event, because of the way they got it cleared, you actually. The casino, when you come in from the casino into the event center area, they've actually got this set up where there's a curtain. Each side is curtained off to make a hallway leading up to the door. So it's kind of a technical connection for everybody. So you kind of come in, and I got to tell you, it has a very rock starish feel to it. It's pretty neat. So, yeah. So if you're in the area, we'd love to have you come down, check it out. It's you're gonna have a great time tomorrow playing the main event, and of course Sunday that. Turbo tournament coming up, pretty cheap buying on that, I believe $160 if I'm correct. So, make sure you join us for that too. Lots of fun.
Lots and lots.
They better have the Eagles 49ers game up here on Sunday. That's all I got to say.
No, they should have some Canadian football.
Yeah, everybody up here watches American football anyway. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, by the way, Nate, your Tigers.
Boom.
Well, I wouldn't be booming quite yet because.
What?
Because they're losing right now, if I'm correct. Let me pull the score.
So is Kansas City, though.
They were no. Kansas City was up. Let me go to ESPN. I'll pull that up real fast. Let's take a look because, of course, you guys, were in pretty good shape at one point. No, the Royals are up 3-0 in the seventh. Detroit down 10-4. That would put the Tigers lead down to one game on Kansas City with 2 to go.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'd rather be one up than one down.
They could clinch. They could clinch with a Tiger win and a Casey lost.
They could. Not looking like it's happening though at this point. You're not going to probably not getting the win out of that one.
Not worried. No worries. They're still in the playoffs. They just can't win the division just yet.
They haven't wrapped up their spot yet.
Yeah, they've clinched a playoff spot. They just haven't clinched the division.
Let me look at the standings. Oh, okay. Yeah, they do have a spot. All right. Yeah, there's a little Z by their name.
All right,
so
Mr.
So they're in.
You should call Helen May and get the information from her first.
Yeah, I didn't get to hear the show last night. That was the first one without me. Apparently, she said there was some big news for our show, too. So pretty excited about that. Yeah, if you don't know about that one, by the way, Eyes on the Game Thursday nights at 9 p.m. on KLAV1230am.com. So make sure you join the
Helen
lovely.
May, one of the greatest ladies in sports radio out here in Las Vegas.
Yep, and me.
And Mark Hoke
And
when
me.
he's here, when he doesn't stand her up. How could you stand up Helen May? If I was you, I'd have flown all the way back down here just to do the show with Helen, and then take her back up to Canada with me.
Well, now that might have worked out okay. I wouldn't have complained about that. Yeah, but check us out. Of course, our show, the Mark Hoke Show, is on KLAV 1230 AM in Las Vegas. But, of course, you can hear it anytime on KLAV1230am.com, Wednesday, 3 p.m. And, of course, pick up those podcasts, too, at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We'd love to have you join us. And, by the way, Nate, we do have our guest for the start of our second year of the Mark Hoke Show on KLAV. Of course, we've been doing the show for 3 years, over 500-plus episodes. But we do have our guest booked, and guess who it is?
I couldn't tell you.
Matt Savage is going to join us.
Oh, nice.
So
now, is it going to be live in studio?
Matt is going to be in studio.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep.
I'll bring my autograph book.
There you go.
I got to play with Matt up at Chad Brown's. Pretty sure he was there at Chad Brown's Memorial Tournament.
Yeah. So, but we will not be setting up pyrotechnics for Matt.
Good.
That's not going to happen. But yeah, actually, I got to mention, I think we may try to live stream the show this time around, since we can get in the studio and have a little time to set it up.
Nice.
So we
That'll be fun.
So we might give that a shot. We'll see how that goes. That would go out on markhokeshow.com. But,
that will be fun.
So we'll give that a run. This, certainly the health show that's on before us, it's scintillating. But fortunately, they're not in studio.
Scintillating.
Something else. All right, so the players have hit their break here on the main event. So they've got technically a 39-minute break as they're coloring up, and then the players are going to have some time to get some food in them. So registration is going to be closed up after this. So day 1A looks like we'll be sitting at 93 entrants. So well on the way to cracking the $200,000 guarantee. They have reached 10 players over at event number 7, but they were playing 5 and 5. They'll put everybody together at 9. So those guys are playing shorthanded for a little bit. Or 28,000 on top for that tournament. So somebody's going to be walking out of here with some nice chunk of change here in a few hours. Pretty cool. So that's what's going on up here. How about it, Nate?
That sounds fun, man.
Yeah.
I'm down here in the great United States of America and don't plan on leaving anytime soon.
You'd love it up here. It's great.
I'm just scared they wouldn't let me back in if I left.
Well, that is a distinct possibility. Well, you think Canada would want to steal you?
No,
Or
I
they
just don't think America would let me back.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Like, no, you were here long enough. Go away.
All right. That works for me. Okay. By the way, my wife, by the way, is apparently putting up monsoon videos, too, so everybody's all excited about the rain in Las Vegas. Brother. All right. So I think we're going to, with all the players out of the room, we're going to wrap it up here for our evening edition of the Mark Hoke Show. I want to thank Michael Mizrachi for joining us, along with Jeff Johnston. Nate, thank you for joining us here on the show, too. Certainly appreciate it.
My pleasure, sir.
So we will be back tomorrow, same bat time, 1 o'clock Pacific time, 2 p.m. here. And then, of course, at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific for more coverage of the Deepstacks Poker Tour Calgary event here at Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. Still time to come up and play this weekend. We'd love to see you if you're in Edmonton or Vancouver, or Winnipeg, or even Kalispell, Montana, you can come up and play too. So,
Cool.
yeah. So,
And if you're bored later on tonight, jump onto Ustream and type in Big Ass Poker, one word, and you can watch Rudy and Heather and myself and Angel all take down some tournaments on Nevada Online Poker. It's going to be fun.
Sounds good. All right, so that'll do it. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We will see you next time here on the Mark Hoke Show, coming up once again, 1 p.m. Pacific time. And I was just wrapping up the show, and I forgot to do one thing. Yep, we're good. All right, so we'll see you then, everybody. Thank you so much for catching us, and this video will be up on YouTube very shortly. Just search Mark Hoke Show, and you'll get to relive those great moments and an awesome interview with the Grinder. So, on behalf of Nate Down, I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.